guys, welcome to our yoga flow. Our focus for this yoga flow tonight, or today I guess, I'm filming at night, is going to be the spine, and it's going to be the entire spine. So we're going to do a little bit of everything. We're going to lengthen through the spine, twist through the spine, strengthen the spine for stability, so all things spine tonight. We're going to get started in a seated position, something that's comfortable, and you can rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. I want you to roll your shoulders up, back, and down away from your ears. And especially as we get started, since our focus is the spine, make sure you're engaging your bandhas by engaging the muscles in your pelvic floor. The belly button flies up and the chin gently tucks so that the spine is nice and aligned. Once you're nice and aligned, close your eyes and start to engage your Ujjayi breath. Each time you inhale, I want you to lengthen through the crown of your head, sit up a little bit taller. As you exhale, I want you to feel your shoulders drop away from your ears and feel your chin gently start to tuck towards your chest. Continue with your Ujjayi breath, but start to bring some movement into your body. So as you inhale, lengthen and open your chest, look up. As you exhale, curve your spine, tuck your chin, and repeat this a few more times. So inhale, open your chest, look up. Exhale, curve your spine, follow your breath. Good. Inhale to a nice neutral spine. And on your next inhale, you're going to reach both arms up, nice and tall. Exhale, place your left hand on the outside of your right knee. Right hand is behind you for stability. We're just taking a gentle spinal twist. So inhale to sit up tall. And exhale to twist and gaze over your shoulder. Good. So at this point, I want you to start taking a quick mental inventory or a mental scan of how your spine and your back is feeling today. Inhale, reach your arms up, gaze forward. And exhale, switch sides. Right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Left hand plants behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. And exhale, twist through your spine. Once again, just noticing how the spine feels. Inhale, gaze forward, extend your arms up. And exhale, plant your hands in front of you, and we'll meet in an all-fours position. And instead of a cat-cow position, I want you to use your breath to move your hips and shoulders from side to side. So it's kind of like a side body stretch, kind of like a sideways cat-cow. If you want to, you can even take a figure 8 with your hips, if you're that coordinated, right? Or just continue to move from side to side. You can add in a couple of cat-cow positions. And just continue to take a mental inventory of how your spine is feeling. Once you're ready, plant the hands, curl your toes under, and move into your very first downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal out your feet. And when you're ready, gently tiptoe up to the top of your mat. Soften your knees, and we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Your head comes up very last. Once you're standing, roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and we will move into Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms press. Exhale, fold forward, look towards your knees. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to be here for about 5 counts or 5 breaths. You have the option to take child's pose, or feel free to continue to move by pedaling out your feet. Move your hips and shoulders from side to side. Continue to wake up not just the back of your legs, but also your entire body, your hips, shoulders, and spine. Eventually, everybody meets in a downward facing dog. On your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, prepare. Inhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Hands to shins, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, deep inhale, sweep your arms up, palms press. Open your mouth, exhale, deepen your inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, gaze towards your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. I'm going to give a variation this time, so it's just an option. You might step your feet up and then take your feet wide. You're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right leg, or progressively reach towards your ankle and then look underneath your right armpit towards the sky. This is just a nice way to twist through your upper back. Good, let's switch sides. If you're taking the variation, right hand moves to the outside of your left leg or progressively your ankle. And find that nice twist. Good, let's gently release. Everybody meets in a downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, prepare. Inhale, step or jump, hands come to your shins, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Now, deep inhale, sweep your arms up, palms press. Open your mouth, exhale, your deepest inhale yet, arms sweep up. Exhale, fold, look towards your knees. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, take Chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, look up. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, or child's pose. We'll be here for 5. Make sure your Ujjayi breath is still present. Wherever you are, make your way to your downward facing dog. Inhale, push into your mat, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, prepare. Inhale, step or jump, hands come to your shins, lengthen. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Now deep inhale, sweep your arms up. Open your mouth, audible exhale. Surya Namaskara B. Bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, right foot shoots forward between your hands, left heel flat. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Now I'm going to show you the modified way to get into this. So you're going to come up onto your left toes and gently come down to your left knee. And from here, you're going to hook your left elbow on the outside of your right knee into a gentle spinal twist. Hands can stay together. For this first one, we're going to stay modified. And then in our next sun salutation, we'll take it a little bit deeper. Good. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. And exhale, plant your hands, sweep your foot back. Take a modified Chaturanga on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, left foot shoots between your hands, right heel flat. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Come up onto your right toes. Gently lower to your right knee. Now your right elbow is going to hook to the outside of your left knee. Hands come to prayer. You're actively pressing your elbow and knee against each other to try and open your chest towards the back of the room. We're here for just a few more moments. Good. Inhale, hands to heart center. And exhale, plant your hands, shoot your foot back, or your knee, and take a modified Chaturanga. Deep inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. We're here for 5. Everybody meet in a downward facing dog, and on your inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump to the top of your mat, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold. Now bend your knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Again, bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, come up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga. Deep inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right away, your right foot shoots forward. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, hands to heart center. Now, if you need to bring the back heel up, it's a little bit easier. Otherwise, try to keep your back heel down as you twist and hook the left elbow on the outside of your right knee. So, if it's too hard to keep your back heel down, just let it pop up, it's okay. And if you'd like to take this posture even deeper, which is an option, you can separate your hands, bring your left hand down towards the mat and your right arm up. Or, if that's too much, Stay here for 3. Find a drishti. Find your breath. 2. Good. On your inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now, left foot shoots forward. Inhale to warrior 1. Exhale, hands to heart center. Once again, try to keep the heel down at first. And if it's too hard, you can let the heel come up. Right elbow twists to the outside of your left knee. Palms are pressing. Maybe the heel comes up. And if you'd like to go deeper, separate your hands so the right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. Left arm reaches up. Or you can stay with palms pressing for 3. Engage your breath. Inhale, hands to heart center. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose, where we'll stay for 5. Gently nod your head yes. Gently shake your head no. Everybody meets in a downward facing dog. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend your knees, prepare. Inhale, step or jump to the top of your mat. Lengthen as you look forward. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, Utkatasana. And exhale, Samasthiti. Let's take a couple of breaths without movement. Each time you inhale, lengthen through your spine. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, audible exhale. Deeper inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale. Now, you're going to take your feet hip width apart, and then you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back and create a nice fist. I'm going to turn around to show you. So I've created a nice fist. I'm going to hook the fist on the outside of my right hip, and then I'm going to point my right elbow behind me, and then I'm going to gaze over the left shoulder. Try to pull your right elbow back. Good. Inhale, look forward. Keep your nice fist, interlaced fingers, switch sides. Left elbow now points towards the back, and look over your right shoulder. We're here for a few breaths. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, release. Now, a lot of times when people tell me their lower back is tight, the first thing I tell them to stretch is actually their hamstrings and the back of their legs, because the more you can lengthen out the back of your legs, the more of the tension you can release from your lower back. So, take your feet hip width apart. We're going to get our peace fingers out. I know we've done this for hamstring day, but we're going to do it again. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes. If you don't like that, just grab onto your ankles. Your knees can be soft here. Inhale, lengthen, gazes forward, back is long. And exhale, fold, and look behind you. We're gonna stay here for 5 breaths. If this gives you any sensation of lightheadedness, please move to a seated position. Each exhale, I want you to actively melt. I don't know how you actively melt, but it's happening. Each time you exhale, finding a deeper and more lengthened position. Inhale, lengthen through your spine, look forward. Now fingertips come to your mat. You're going to heel toe your feet almost all the way together. And with your knees soft, you're actually going to reach behind your knees and grab opposite elbows. From here, tuck your chin towards your chest, and maybe even more, you might kind of curl up into a ball and gently sway from side to side. If you don't feel stable here, take your feet a little bit wider and maybe just hold on behind your calves. Otherwise, you might actually start to try and lengthen out through the back of your legs and gently sway from side to side. Or if you're nervous about tipping over, you can take your fingertips down to the mat. Take one big exhale out of your mouth. As you do so, release any of the wrinkles from the back of your neck. And let's gently walk or plant your hands and walk your feet back into your downward facing dog. And drop into a position on our knees. Now we're going to take some positions opening up our spine and stretching our spine, and then some counter positions of curving the spine. So our first position, you're going up onto your knees. Your knees are about hip width apart, and you're going to start out, I like to start out wrapping my fingertips around my rib cage. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, and exhale, curve. Try to curve just your upper back and look up towards the sky. So it's just a gentle spinal curve. Good. Inhale back up. If that felt good, do that one again. We're going to move a little bit deeper this time. So fists come to the lower back. Elbows try and point right behind you. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, your hips are going to move forward slightly, and you're going to curve your entire spine as you do so and look up or progressively towards the wall behind you. Just be mindful of your spine. Don't go too crazy. Good. Inhale up. Maybe take a little forward stretch or side stretch, whatever you need. And now this time we're going to move into camel posture. I'll show you how it's done, and I want you to be really mindful, if you've never done it before, to move slowly. And if it doesn't seem like a good idea, take one of the modifications with your hands around your rib cage or fists on your lower back. So to move into camel, you can modify by curling your toes under. Otherwise, you're going to inhale, lengthen. And exhale, you're going to reach one hand back to your heel, and then the other hand back to your heel, and then push your chest open, hips forward, open through your throat. Now, please move slowly into this and out of this. If it doesn't seem like a good idea, move into one of the modifications. We're only here for 2 more counts. and 1. Gently move back out. And exhale into child's pose, but reach back towards your feet in this child's pose. Take a couple of breaths out of your mouth. Now our next posture we're actually going to try is rabbit. It's a little confusing, so I'll try to explain it my very best, but you're going to curl your toes under, place your forehead on the mat, reach back for your heels or the outside edges of your feet, and you're going to inhale, puff out your upper back, pull on your feet, and then tuck your chin to your chest so your head floats about an inch off of the mat. This is actually a really nice stretch for your lower back. Good, release. Maybe try it one more time. So inhale, puff out your back, tuck your chin. And release back to your child's pose. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Step your feet back. Exhale, lower down to your belly, nice and slow. And we're going to move into some spinal strengthening postures. So a little bit of work, but not too much. You're going to place your chin on the mat, zip your feet together, top of your hands come to the mat. You're going to keep the tops of your hands down on the mat and inhale, lift your chest and thighs up. Do your best to keep your big toes together. They'll want to spread out, so work on keeping them together. Each number I say, I want you to engage your spinal muscles a little bit more for 5, 4, press the tops of your hands down, 3, see if you can look up, 2, are your big toes touching, and 1, release your cheek onto your mat, allow your feet to flop and relax. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale. 1 more like that. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale like a sigh. This time, bring your chin to the mat, and I'll give you another option. If you liked the last option, you can do that again. Otherwise, this time, you're going to try and interlace your fingers behind your back, and inhale, lift your chest and thighs off the mat, and try to slide your hands down past your glutes. We're here for 5, 4, keep squeezing, 3, a little higher, 2, and release your opposite cheek to the mat. Relax, let your feet flop out. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale. Again, inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth, exhale. Now bring your chin to the mat, hands to either side of your chest, and push your hips back and into a child's pose. I want you to stay here for 3 breaths. Feel free to exhale out of your mouth, and I want you to just move back into your Ujjayi breath and come back mentally to your practice. Good. Now we're going to take a quick thread the needle, so slide your right arm underneath your left. Extend your left fingertips up. Inhale back to your center and exhale. Slide your left arm underneath your right. Right fingertips extend nice and tall. Good. Inhale back through center. Curl your toes under and move into your downward facing dog. From here, make your way into a seated position, however you want to get there. And then roll onto your back. Keep your feet underneath your knees. We're going to do some back bending. If your back, especially your lower back, is kind of sensitive to this kind of stretching, please modify and don't do anything that seems unwise, so just be mindful of what your spine is telling you. So we're going to modify first. Reach down, your middle finger should be able to touch your heel, and you're going to inhale, lift your hips, and this is just going to be our modification, pressing your palms into the mat for 5, 4, try to squeeze your shoulder blades together and actually have tension pressing on the mat with your hands. 3, 2, and 1. Gently release, roll down nice and slow. And this time we're just going to do a different variation. So if you like that first variation, or if you like a different variation, please take it. Our next variation, you're going to inhale, lift your hips, interlace your fingers behind your back, scoot your shoulder blades close together, and lift a little taller this time. 5, 4, 3, lift higher, 2, and gently start to release. Roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. We're going to do one more modified bridge before maybe trying a full wheel. So you're going to plant your hands above your shoulders, elbows point to the sky. Make sure your feet are still hip width. Inhale, lift your hips. Press through your hands, but not enough to lift your shoulders quite yet. We're only here for 3. Lift higher. 2. And 1. Gently release. We have one more bridge. If you would like to move into full wheel, please do so mindfully. So wherever you are, take a modification or full wheel. Ready to lift. For 3, I'm at 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Hug your knees into your chest. Take gentle rocks from side to side. Good. Now gently rock up and down your spine. Make those rocks a little bit more intense, massaging all the way up and down. Eventually you'll rock so intensely that you land in a high plank and take a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll meet in a seated position and move into one of my very favorite unofficial yoga postures that feels so good on your lower back. So plant your feet in front of you, maybe a little bit further away than just a regular position. Wrap your arms underneath your knees, grab opposite elbows, and tuck your nose in between your knees. Now, you can do this with your knees bent, or you can start to scoot your feet out as much as you can. I'll explain. So, in this position, you might scoot your feet a little bit more until you start to pull away from your legs because of flexibility in your hamstrings. When you inhale, you're going to puff out your upper back, pull away, and as you exhale, use your strong arm muscles to pull yourself back together, kind of like a taco, or if your knees are more bent, kind of like a ball. So inhale, puff out your spine, pull away, and exhale, pull yourself back together. Feel that nice lengthening through your lower back. Follow your breath. If you don't like this movement, just find a position that does feel nice on your lower back. Good. Gently release your arms from behind your knees. Reach forward for your ankles or your feet, whatever you can grab a hold of. And just allow yourself to breathe for a few more breaths in this forward fold position. Good. Gently release and find a comfortable seated position, just like we started. And we're going to revisit those postures we did at the beginning when we were doing our little mental inventory of how our spine's feeling. So you might inhale through seated cat-cow. Exhale, curve your spine. Inhale to a neutral spine. And we're going to take the spinal twist again. So inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, take a gentle twist. As you inhale, sit up a little taller. And as you exhale, look over your shoulder. Good. Inhale, look forward, arms up. And exhale, switch sides. Inhale, look forward, extend your arms up. And exhale, gently make your way back onto your back. Plant your feet underneath your knees. We'll take one last little twist. So you're going to take your right ankle just above your left knee, and you're going to reach through and interlace your fingers behind your left knee. You might take gentle rocks here. Another option, if you'd like one last spinal twist, keep your legs in this position. Take your arms out into a T, and on an exhale, your legs move down to the side. You might actually use the left hand to gently tug both knees over and gaze over your right shoulder. Take 2 big exhales out of your mouth. As you do so, feel your spine gently unwind. Gently come back to center and plant your feet on the mat. This time your left ankle comes just above your right knee. You're going to reach through and interlace your fingers behind your right leg or your right knee. Maybe take gentle rocks from side to side. You can stay here if it feels really nice, or you can bring your arms out into a T, the legs stay in the same position, and then you'll exhale the legs down to the side, and then gaze over your left shoulder. Maybe you gently tug the left knee down and take 2 big exhales out of your mouth. Gently inhale, both knees through center. Option to take gentle rocks with your knees in towards your chest, or you can take Happy Baby. Eventually, we'll all meet in our final resting posture, Shavasana. A quick Shavasana tip: if you ever feel tension in your lower back while you're in Shavasana, go ahead and keep your knees bent, but take them wide and allow your knees to fall in towards one another. And that way you're still resting, but taking some of the pressure off of your lower back by gently tilting the hips. So once you find your most comfortable Shavasana position, you might take your eyes closed, release your Ujjayi breath, and allow any of the tension in your body to flow out of your toes, fingers, even relax the muscles in your face and shoulders. Just allow yourself to be still. You can stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. However, once you're ready, bring a deep inhale in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Again, deep inhale, belly and chest rise. And open your mouth, exhale like a sigh. Bring your awareness back to your body by gently wiggling your toes and fingers. Gently roll your wrists and ankles. On an inhale, take a full body stretch, make yourself long. Exhale, hug your knees in towards your chest. Option to keep your eyes closed as you make your way into a comfortable seated position where we will take our last breaths of class together. You can join in once you're ready. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deeper. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Your deepest inhale today. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your mouth. Exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. Hopefully your spine is feeling a little bit more relieved and open. And I hope you guys enjoyed this yoga flow. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.